Buzzer TV presents vintage game shows on Amazon.
Ace is high. Deuce is low. Call it right and win the dough on Card Shark. And here's the host of Card Shark, Jim Perry.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Good group. Thank you for joining us on Card Shark. Delighted to have you back with us for episode 3 of Card Sharks. You're a good group. Gene Wood, always a delight. Card Sharks, a game of decisions where you can win a fortune on the turn of just a single card, so let's get to the cards. Ladies, if you will, start loading in the cards. The red cards on the top to be played by the champion. The blue cards, the lower cards, will be played by the challenger. And as you can see, we have a couple of cards up there. We've got a game in progress. And now let's meet those Card Sharks. Hello, Susan. Hello. Our champion. $4,000 you've won with us so far.
Can't believe it.
You can't believe it? You're doing great. You're a fine champion. Susan, we heard you were an unemployed school teacher the last couple of times. Are you still unemployed?
Yes, I am.
You'll get a job. Meanwhile, you got some money, right?
Yeah.
Good to have you back. And Tommy Hadfield, our challenger. Hi, Tommy. Nice to see you again.
Thank you.
Tommy, we asked you about you transferred from where? Was it North Dakota?
University of North Dakota.
And you didn't say what college you transferred to.
To the University of California at Riverside.
How are you enjoying it?
Just great. It's a great campus.
Good. Delighted to have you back here.
Thank
Good
you.
luck in the match to both of you. And we play our game with the 52 cards. Each player has his own deck of 52 playing cards. They're shuffled and cut before we go in the air. And the red cards will be played by Susan, our champion. The blue cards, the lower cards, played by Tommy, our challenger. And as you can see, we have a game in progress. Susan has a 2. Tommy has a 6. The object of the game, to work your way across the board, predicting whether each of these cards is higher or lower than the one that precedes it. Before you can begin calling high-low with the cards, you have to first answer a high-low toss-up question. Here comes my little R2-D2 now. All of our toss-up questions based on a poll of 100 people, and they test your ability to judge human nature. And as we left off, we have a question for you, Tommy, and we polled, here's the second question in the game, we polled 100 married women in our first one. We asked 100 married women in a California studio audience, did you propose to your husband? How many said that they did?
That they did?
Yes,
well,
that they did the proposing.
Well, my husband proposed to me. So I would say on the average, only 20 proposed to their husband.
20. She says that 20 did the proposing. Susan, you think it's higher or lower than 20?
I don't think too many women would admit it, so I think it's lower.
You don't? It makes it sound like it's something you wouldn't be proud of.
No.
You say lower. Susan, if it is lower, you'll go to the board first. If it is not lower, then Tommy gets the first crack at the cards. And I'll find out as you do. The actual number of women who said they proposed to their husband is 10. It is lower. Susan, you've got control. Susan, as we left off, you exposed a great base card at 2. You can change it now. You've answered the high-low toss-up question. I don't think you're going to.
No. No
Then
way.
call this next card. You must call it higher or lower. Obviously, there's nothing lower, but go ahead and go through the
I'm
format.
going to call it higher, Jim.
Okay. Remember, you could lose with it if it's another 2. It must be higher than a 2. And we have another 2. Oh! And the cards have been reshuffled, recut, and out comes another 2. Wow, that's strange, Susan, but it's a great break for Tommy because she gets to play off the 6. You can't change it, Tommy. You didn't answer the question. Call this card.
Have to go higher.
Higher than a 6. It is a 4. Wow. Oh, I hope this is not an omen. The cards are sure funny today. Susan, if you will, Janice, you'll fill in Susan and Tommy. I looked at Susan's name and started to call Janice Susan. Here's the next question, Susan, and this time it goes to you as we fill in the spaces. We asked 100 male senior citizens, have you gotten married since you turned 60? How many of the men said yes?
Oh, gosh, I really have no idea. I'm going to take a wild guess, and I'm going to say, go low, I'm going to say 19.
19. Tommy, higher or lower than 19?
I'm going to have to go for higher. Those senior citizens are, you know, fun people.
That's good. Yeah, they have a ball. Let's find out how many of them got married, though. The actual number of male senior citizens who got married since they turned 60 is 11. It is not higher. It's lower. So, Susan, once again, you get to the board. All right, Susan. We've changed that card. You're still looking at the deuce. What's it going to be?
I'm going to go higher again.
Well, let's see what we changed it to. It is a 7. All right, this time it's higher. Susan, as always, you can freeze at this point, you can protect your position, or you can continue calling high-low all the way across the board. But remember, if you make one missed call, you lose all of the cards back to your original base card. And as you found out, Tommy gets a free crack at her cards. What's it going to be? You going to freeze or continue?
No, I'm going to go.
Then call this next card.
I'm going to call it higher, Jim.
Higher than a 7, risking that card and this one higher. It is a 3, and that risk did not pay off. You lost both of them, and once again, Tommy, we're looking at a 6. Call this.
Higher, please.
Please. Higher than a 6. It is a 7, and it is higher. You got to freeze, you got to continue.
I'm going to go ahead and go. Higher.
Higher than a 7. The cards have been wrong so far. Let's see what happens this time. Higher. It is a 9. It is higher. Tommy, now you've got 2 cards to protect there. Are you going to freeze or are you going to play on?
I'm going to have to freeze.
You'll freeze it right there. That 9 becomes a new base card. We can't take that away from you. Janice, if you will, fill in the spaces. And Tommy might have made a good move there, freezing, because she needs just 2 cards to win. Susan needs 4. And we go to the 4th and final question, and it is sudden death. Someone has to win with this play of the cards. Okay. Control of the board. Most important, this question decides that control. Tommy,
yes.
We asked 100 college students on the UCLA campus. In your opinion, is it wrong for young couples to live together before they are married? How many college students said that it is wrong? 2, said someone in the audience.
It definitely is low with our liberal society as it is today, and especially on colleges. I would say 8.
You say just 8. Say it is wrong. Susan, the pressure on you now. Is it higher or lower?
I agree with what she said, but I think it's probably a little bit higher than that.
A little bit higher. Well, even if it's a lot higher, you've got it higher than the 8. The actual number of college students who said it is wrong for couples to live together is 8. Right on the button, Tommy. All right, Tommy. It's sudden death. Here's how we play sudden death. You have a 9. You can change it if you like. You answer the question. You can try to call these 2 cards correctly. If you make a mistake on either one of them, Susan wins the game. However, you have control. You can force Susan to play off that deuce. She would have to call all 4 of these cards correctly, or the game is yours. Your decision. Do you want to play it yourself, or do you want to force Susan?
I have to go with the odds and pass it to Susan.
And make her play all 4 cards. All right. We play the best 2 out of 3 in our match, and right now we're going to find out who wins game number 1. Susan, start calling them. What's this card?
I'm going to go higher, Jim.
Higher than a 2. It is a 3, just a little bit higher. You must call them all correct. Susan, what is
this card? I'm going to go
higher
again.
Higher than a 3. It is a 10. Call that card.
Okay, I'm going to go lower.
If this is lower than a 10, you're still in it. If not, Tommy wins it. Lower than a 10. It is a king. It is not lower. It is higher. And Tommy has done it as Susan loses all 3 cards. Good strategy there, Tommy. You got the first game and $100. We'll be back with the second game of the match. Right after this, Janice, if you will, clear the cards. And our challenger is the first game of the match and $100. And Susan, if you want to hang on to that championship, you need 2 in a row in our best 2 out of 3. Winner of the match goes to the money cards, where they can possibly win over $28,000. Let's start the new game. Janice, if you will, fill in the cards. Same decks of cards. Right off the top come the next cards. Susan, first question goes to you. We asked 100 married women in a California studio audience, do you have a secret bank account your husband doesn't know about? How many said yes?
I know a lot wish they did. Not too many, no. I'm going to go with 18.
18. Judging from the reaction of this studio audience, it's about 150, I would think, right? Susan says 18 have a secret bank account. Tommy, what do you think, higher or lower?
I agree with Susan. A lot of people would wish to have one, but I still have to say lower.
You say lower than that?
Yeah.
The actual number of married women who said they have a secret bank account is 14. It is lower. Tommy, you got it. Tommy will look at your base card. You have a 3.
Oh, great.
Good card to start with. You want to play that?
Please, higher.
Higher than a 3. It is a queen.
Great.
That's the way a player likes to see them, coming very high and very low.
Lower, please.
Going to keep on going and lower than a queen. It is a 3. Yeah. 3, queen, 3. What do you think now?
I've got to go higher.
Higher than a 3. It is an ace. Wow, very much higher. What are you going to do, Tommy?
Well, gee, I don't know. I just don't know. No, I'm going to go, of course, go lower.
She's going to risk them all. If this is lower, we have a new champion, and Tommy will play the money cards.
That'd be great.
Lower than an ace, only another ace would lose. It is a king, but you did it. It is lower. Tommy, you are the champion. Congratulations. Congrats. Boy, the cards went good for you that
Thank you
time.
kindly.
Susan, time to say goodbye.
That was a lot of fun.
Thank you. Hope you get a job soon. Meanwhile, you're going away with $4,000.
Oh, it's been great. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Tommy, come on down here with me. And this lovely student is going to get a crack at the money cards where she can win over $28,000 coming up right after this commercial break. Congratulations. Tommy, we were just chatting during the break. Now, we asked a question about a secret bank account. You just told me that your husband is not here.
That's right.
You win a lot of money right now. You going to tell him?
Just about a little of it. Maybe I'll tell him I won 100.
Oh, I see. All right. I hope you win lots and lots as we go to the money cards. Okay, Tommy, come on up here. Here's how we do it with the money cards. You have $200 for winning those 2 games of the match. That's yours to keep. Now we've got a brand new deck of cards, and they're shuffled and cut, and we're going to give you new money to play with. This time you're going to bet that money. We'll start you on the bottom line with $200. Bet that money as you wish with these 3 cards. When you move up to the second level, we add another $200 of betting money to bet with these 3 cards. $50 minimum bets until you get to that top card, that big bet. There you must bet at least half the money.
Okay.
You know it can add up. You know it can turn out to be thousands.
It sure can.
Good luck. Let's do it,
Thank
Tony.
you.
We'll start you with $200.
Okay.
And as always, a choice of 2 base cards. Let's get a deuce or an ace to start with.
Do it, please.
It is a king.
Great.
Oh, yeah, that's a good start. Okay. You're going to play that. Tommy, you have $200. You have a king. What do you bet?
I have to bet all of it that it's lower.
Lower than a king. Remember, as in the game, if it's another king you lose, it must be lower. The
Correct.
whole $200 lower than a king. It is a 9.
Okay.
$400 now, Tommy. And a 9, kind of a middle card. What's your decision here?
$50 that it's lower.
$50 lower. A little safe bet. Hopefully you get a little low card there.
Okay.
$50 lower than a 9. It is a 10. Ooh, wasn't lower. That was a good bet. You've only lost $50. Now you've got a 10 and $350. What do you bet here?
$150 that it's lower.
$150.
Correct.
Lower than a 10. It is a 4. Yeah, good job. Good card, the 4. Tommy, you've got $500. We're going to move the 4 up. Add that other $200. Tommy, $700.
$500 that it's higher.
Ooh, $500. Come on. Higher than a 4 for $500. It's a 6. We did it. $1,200 and a 6. What do you bet?
$500 that it's higher.
Higher than a 6 for $500. Let's see an ace. Come on. It's a 4.
That's okay.
Down to $700, but we can build it back up with a 4. What are you going?
I'm going to have to go $700 that it's higher.
The whole thing. All or nothing.
Right.
$700 higher than a 4. Let's be there. It's a 2. Couldn't do it.
My husband's going to kill me.
Your husband's going to kill you. No, not if you get back there to do it again. Come on down here, Tommy, because you are the champion. You're going to meet a new challenger. Who knows? Maybe you'll get another crack at that $28,800. She's got $200. We'll have a new challenger right after this. That was tough. Okay, Tommy. What were you saying there during the commercial? But you didn't think you should have bet quite as much on that
I think I
card?
bet a little heavy, yeah.
Well, you've got $200 for winning the match.
That's
and, of course,
right.
you're still here as the champion.
That's right.
And we will deal out 2 new decks for our next match. And while Janice is doing that, we'll meet our next card shark. Come on out here, sir. This is Royce Moss.
Hello, how you doing? I'm good.
Nice to have you here with us, sir.
Thank you.
Tell us a little something about yourself.
Well, I'm married. I work here in Los Angeles. I'm an area supervisor with a restaurant chain.
Good. Good. What? You can't mention what chain. We don't want you to plug in the chain, but do they make lots of money?
Make a bunch of money.
They
Right?
make good.
Excellent sandwiches and a lot of money.
That's good. That's terrific. Good. It's nice to have you believe in where you work. Nice to have you here with us, sir. You know as our challenger, you'll be playing the lower cards, the blue cards. Tommy, the champion, plays the red cards on the top. And let's get into the match. Good luck to both of you. Tommy, the first question goes to you. We asked 100 women, if you could change your sex for a day, would you? Just for one day. How many said they would?
Just for one day.
One day.
That is enticing. So I would say
So,
80.
so is that word, Tommy.
I would say 80.
You say 80.
80 women.
Royce, what do you think? Higher or
Even
lower?
though I think that's interesting, I think it's a little lower than that.
You say it's lower.
It's interesting, though.
My guess would be higher because I know I'd like to find out. I'd say higher. Well, let's find out. The actual number of women who said they would change their sex for a day is 19. It's lower. Right, you got it. That is a surprise. Well, we said that we test human nature, and human nature just fooled me, but it did not fool Royce. Here's your base card for this match, Royce. You have a 2.
All right.
Great card to start with.
Like that. Yeah.
You're going to play that, I'm sure.
I'll keep that one. Next one's going to be higher.
Only a 2 would lose for you. Higher than a 2. It is an 8. That is the ideal combination.
Gotta be higher.
You're going to keep on going. What do you mean it's going to be higher?
It's gotta be higher.
How can it
I'm
be?
sorry, it's gotta be lower. Oh, okay.
We don't hold you to
I think
that,
I'm
Royce.
going higher.
The heated battle got to you there a little bit.
You know how it is.
I know because I've played with an ace plus many times. You say lower than an ace,
Lower.
Royce. Here we go. It is a 7. It's lower. You're up the middle. 2 cards there. You can freeze at any
I
time.
think I better freeze now.
Freeze it right there. Move over the freeze bar, if you will, gentlemen. And that makes the 7 the new base card for Royce. Can't take that away from you. You've kept Tommy away from her cards. Royce, the question goes to you. We polled 100 priests across the country, and we asked them, now tell us the truth. Priests, tell us the truth. Have you ever gotten a ticket for speeding? How many said yes?
Probably a few of them have. I'd say 20. 20. Yeah, 20.
You say 20. You say 20. All right. Do you get the feeling that our staff does not trust anybody? They ask the priest, tell us the truth. I like that. Tommy, higher or lower than 20?
I definitely have to say higher. Most people, I think, have had a ticket once.
For speeding,
Well,
you say
yeah,
higher.
yeah.
The actual number of priests who said they've gotten a speeding ticket is 41. It is higher, Tommy. Very much higher. And of course, we know they were all
Tell
racing
truth.
to make a mercy call. That's what it was. Right? Yes, indeed. Tommy, we'll look at your base card right
Okay.
now. You have a king.
great.
Roy started off with a good one. You're starting off with a good one. Want to play
Lower,
that?
please. I'm going to take that.
Lower than a king. It's a jack. Ooh, just a little bit lower.
I'm going to go ahead and it's lower.
Lower than a jack. It is an 8. You're up the middle there. What are you going to do?
I'm going to freeze.
You'll freeze it right there. All right. We move it over to the freeze bar. You've each got 2 cards. We go to the next question to you, Tommy. We asked 100 men. Have you ever told your wife you were working late when you were really out drinking with the boys? How many said they had?
I would say only about,
Quickly now.
okay, 60 men.
16, did you say?
No, 60.
60. Oh, all right.
Oh,
Royce,
I think
or lower?
I think it's a little lower. Most of us are pretty honest. I'd say it's lower.
You say it's lower?
Yeah. What the heck?
The actual number of men who told their wife they were working late when they were not is 32. It is lower. Royce had faith and it paid off. Royce, you're looking at that 7. Of course, you can change it now. You didn't like it before.
No, I'll change it, definitely.
And here's the next card off the top of your deck. You have to play this.
Be good.
It is a 6. That's a little bit better, though.
Yeah, okay.
All this.
Be higher.
Higher than a 6. It is another 6. It is not higher. Free chance for Tommy. You have to play off that 8. You cannot change it, Tommy. Make your call here.
I would say lower.
Lower than an 8.
Come on, baby.
It is a 5. It is lower. Tommy, you want to risk that 5 and this card, or do you want to freeze? What's it going to be?
I'm going to go for it and say it's higher.
You're going to go for it. But this is higher than a 5. You have the first game in our best 2 out of 3 match. It is a 10. You've done it. Tommy wins the first game. Our champion has $100 for winning the game. Royce, got to try to make a comeback. He'll be back, he says. So will we, right after we take time out for this. Clear the board. Well, we've about run out of time now. Tommy, our champion, you can come back next time.
Sure.
Royce, you're not discouraged, I'm sure.
I'm ready to play.
You're ready to play. All right. We will be back here playing, and I do hope you will join us the next time we play Card Sharks. Thank you for joining us. Bye-bye.
Some of our contestants will receive Serta's Perfect Sleeper Mattress, an exclusive Serta-Lock foundation. Provides firm support where you need it, luxurious comfort where you want it. Perfect Sleeper by Serta. And La Machine, the complete food preparation system from France. It's like having a chef at your side. La Machine by Molinex. And Westclox looks ahead in time. The smartly styled, compact, Big Ben solid-state LED digital AM/FM instant-on clock radio. From Westclox by Tally Industries, and a collection of Berkeley paperback books featuring Romany Passions by Alexandra Ellis, a passionate tale of gypsy love set in 19th century Hungary, furnished by Berkeley Publishing. This is Gene Wood speaking for Card Shark, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.